And it just leaves this like lingering feeling, you
Mm.
know. You hit delete, sure, the words vanish, but the feeling,
Hmm.
nah, you can't just backspace that away.
Right. It just embeds itself, stays there.
And like so much of our digital life now is just grappling with that
Oh,
leftover emotional stuff.
that's the whole thing, isn't it? Some things aren't really said, they're spaced.
Spaced.
Yeah, like the absence or the placement, even just the timing. That silence after you text. Sometimes that's the actual message, the part that hits hard.
Totally. The part that makes your stomach just
Yeah,
clench.
exactly.
So the ghost in the machine isn't like the tech itself. It's us.
Yeah.
It's our own anxiety projected onto the screen. It's what's not there
Mm.
or how it looks.
Mhm.
And then you just feel this weight, this kind of weird unspoken guilt, just, I don't know, baked into everything. How we text, how we DM.
Because every single tap feels like it's under a microscope, right? Intense scrutiny. That's why I've always kind of thought, autocorrect didn't ruin you, it revealed you. And that other thought, everything typed in haste has a backspace, ghost. You know that feeling, that internal critic just picking everything apart before you even hit send.
Oh, constantly.
Yeah.
Is this right?
Yeah.
Is it perfect? What if they take it the wrong way?
Yeah. And then the self-blame when it does land wrong, even if you didn't mean it that way, when it gets seen as something it wasn't.
That emotional residue is so real, especially when a message, maybe just a slip, like a quick typo, causes actual, like, real harm
Mm.
or social fallout. You share that wild story about Curtis Beckett.
Ah, Curtis.
The I'm bringing donuts fresh bitch typo.
Yeah.
God. That wasn't just a funny mistake, was it? The source called it an autocorrect apocalypse.
It really spiraled, became a whole thing. TikTok remixes, memes.
But for him, it wasn't funny. It had real consequences, right?
Absolutely legendary in the worst way. It turned into a full-on group chat meltdown. And yeah, everyone kind of knew it was autocorrect, but he still had to carry that. It became his brand, almost.
It just stuck to him permanently, which is wild.
It's just
Okay.
horrifying.
And that's the crazy part about this whole like digital subtext thing we're all navigating. We use these tools for clarity, right? Efficiency, quick notes,
Supposedly.
but then they become weapons. Or at least they're seen as weapons.
Yeah.
Perceived violence almost. Like you said in the sources, it's like we're fighting these battles we didn't even consciously enlist in.
It's a battle fought with implication, with the unspoken stuff, the spaces between the words.
Which brings us back to Curtis and his actual job, right?
Yeah.
Because the next time, it wasn't even a typo. He got fired for an M dash.
M dash, yeah. The message was simple. We appreciate your work, especially during Q3. His whole point, he said, was just formatting for clarity, to emphasize that Q3 word.
Just trying to highlight something good.
Exactly. But HR, they saw it as hostile, as undermining morale. Can you believe that?
That's insane, an M dash.
Well, what's fascinating there, what the sources really dig into, is how something so neutral, something I actually see as showing confidence,
Yeah.
a clear linked thought,
Yeah, I kind of see that too.
gets twisted into a weapon, a blade. Or as HR apparently called it, tyranny. That complete flip where clarity becomes aggression. That is the subtext warfare. It stops being about grammar.
Right, it's not about the rules anymore. It's about something else, something underneath. You called it containment.
Yeah, containment. In this digital space, it means you're actively trying to manage how your message lands, trying to head off misinterpretation, or maybe subtly push your own angle without saying it outright.
So using punctuation, spacing, even the way you structure sentences.
Exactly, to contain the other person's reaction, or just manage the vibe, the social temperature. It's like building an invisible fence around your words. That's not grammar, that's containment.
Wow. So the line between just saying something clearly and accidentally attacking someone is just razor thin.
Mm-hmm.
You're just trying to communicate. And suddenly you're in this unspoken boxing match. And the sources you shared made it clear this wasn't just some weird one-off HR thing with Curtis.
Not at all. It begs the question, what did that little M dash actually reveal? It wasn't just about HR misreading it or the internet having an M dash debate that felt like a boxing match.
Right.
It cracked open the power dynamics in that office. Showed how subjective this stuff is. A tiny symbol splitting people, exposing fault lines nobody wanted to talk about.
It just ripped everything open, the unspoken tensions, the insecurities. It wasn't about the dash. It was about what the dash allowed everyone to finally see
Oh,
or react to.
it became a proxy.
Yeah, the punctuation wasn't just structuring the sentence. It was exposing the structure of the relationships under the text, which were clearly pretty fragile.
And then comes the fallout. You think about Curtis again, that first typo incident, the fresh bitch thing, and then just silence.
Oh, God, the silence. That's what the materials described him dealing with. The immediate social freeze-out. One notification, one messed up message, and then he just vanished.
Whew.
Gone from the chat, gone from view. The silence basically exiled him.
Because sometimes when someone doesn't reply, that is the reply, isn't it? It's digital social exile. It's chillingly efficient.
No one says get out.
No formal ban, but the silence, the lack of engagement, maybe a read receipt left hanging, it pushes you out. You become this, like, ghost watching the dots blink, wondering if you even exist in that space anymore, a quiet banishment.
And what's so weird and kind of terrifying is how that silence often feels
Right.
way louder than someone actually yelling at you. It just echoes.
It absolutely does. Let's start with the silence. That's the core, really, because the absence of a reply or seeing read with nothing after it, it just amplifies everything inside your head.
Yeah.
Creates more noise internally than any actual words could. It's the unknown, that void. That's what screams. Our brains hate gaps, right? So we fill them.
With our worst fears?
Exactly. We fill that silence with anxiety. It's that instant leap to, they hate me, or I screwed up massively, all from an empty message bubble.
And you just project everything onto it, spiral out. It's the weight of the unsaid, those questions hanging there, creates this unbearable tension. And maybe talking could fix it, or at least clarify. But you're denied that. You're just left alone with your racing thoughts. It's like, yeah, digital torture, almost.
Which makes you think about how we try to, like, shield ourselves using formatting, as a kind of self-defense.
How so?
Like, my personal theory, I don't trust people who type in all lowercase. You're not chill. You're avoiding confrontation. You're trying to soften the edges so nothing can stick.
Okay, I kind of see that. It's like a micro defense.
A tiny signal, trying to minimize the emotional stakes, maybe.
Yeah, trying to control the narrative in these small ways. And Curtis, after everything, he put out that whole Respect the Space manifesto thing.
Hey, his comeback.
And he said explicitly, I wasn't trying to fix grammar. I was just trying to be understood. He wasn't on some grammar crusade. He was just desperate to be clear after being so misunderstood.
Desperate to defend his own voice.
Exactly. It shows how formatting, spacing, punctuation, using it carefully or even messing it up, becomes this attempt to control things, to stop the spiral. It's like a shield when everyone's ready to judge instantly.
It's all you've got sometimes, when your words feel like they can just be twisted against you at any moment.
It just makes you realize how much weight these tiny digital choices carry. Every character, every pause, every dash, how deeply they hit our actual emotional lives,
Yeah.
our relationships. It's heavy.
Yeah. Heavy is the right word. It's like some dashes don't separate ideas. They just split people in half.